Well, during the busy holiday period, of course, lots of us are shopping for all kinds of stuff. Few of us, though, would probably get out of the mall and think about, as we drive away, getting a new car at this time of year.
But it's likely the best time of the year to buy new wheels. So to explain what's going on, Ben Spatafora is with us. He's the National Director of Carcostcanada. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning. Thank you for being here.
I think the conventional wisdom is most of us know that as the current year is expiring, those model cars are fewer. They're about to be taken over by the next year, so the car companies like to get rid of them.
And you hear year-end sale.
Yeah, you hear that.
Right?
So is that true? And if it is true, how do we as consumers leverage that information?
It's very true. So the manufacturers want to provide incentives because there's activity going on, and it's the best time of year because they're wanting to close off the year and with strong sales, as well as also there are incentives for the 2013 models because they also want to carry off that commitment into the new year and start that new year on a good note as well.
But doesn't it come down to the actual guys in the dealerships wanting to reach their quota to make that extra salary or bonus or whatever? I mean, can you enlighten us on the structure a little bit that feeds this? Why is it such a great time?
Well, because there is that activity. And that activity, there's a closure coming. So in other words, a closure is the end of the year for some manufacturers, reporting processes, that sort of thing. And you're correct. There's bonuses that kick in for extra sales. And again, there's an extra activity at this time of year.
But if you cut a deal on the car you want, isn't that less in the pocket of the salesperson?
No, the salesperson gets a commission on selling that particular vehicle. And sometimes,
no matter what?
No matter what. Sometimes he'll get an extra commission for selling extra items, but usually he'll have at least the minimum amount of a commission for selling that car.
So not only end of year, but also end of month might be better, whether it's October, November, December is good. But we have a couple of boards we want to show the people at home, and these are just some advice to buying a car. Do the research, know your credit score. How important is that?
Well, buying a vehicle is an emotional venture, and you want to make sure that you have your credit score intact, because when it comes time to buying that vehicle, you don't want to be disappointed by not being able to buy it. And
overwhelmingly, we need credit to buy a car.
Yes, many of the manufacturers are providing excellent finance rates that beat bank rates, and therefore buying a new car becomes very, very affordable.
Okay, so some other advice here. Know your limits. Avoid unnecessary add-ons. Trade in your old car or not. Take a test drive. On the trade-in, what's the bottom line on that? Does that make good sense to do that?
It makes good sense to trade in your vehicle.
How come?
There's a tax savings in trading in. There's the hassle of, or not the hassle of being able to sell the vehicle privately, as well as that there's lots of incentives available for the dealer to provide greater values for your trade-in.
But you know what drives people crazy is they see the price of the car they're driving on the used car lots. They know what let's say it's 15 grand. And they never give you anywhere close to that. They only give you maybe 8 or 9 grand for the car they will then sell for 15 grand. It drives people crazy.
Well, there is a profit motive for the dealership. There's no doubt about that. But if you research and be prepared to have the values of your used car, then you'll be able to get a little bit closer to those real values.
So the bottom line is, when exactly should you be buying this car? Is there a specific day on a specific month? I mean, do you go at the very end? You were
December
suggesting,
31?
yes. Is that when you head to the dealer?
No. Because everyone else is going to do the same thing.
So what, 2 weeks prior?
Well, it's always best to start the new car buying process earlier.
Yes.
And it's best always to use what I call a wholesale price report, because that will provide you with exactly what the relationship between MSRP and invoice pricing, the incentives that are available, as well as the lease and finance rates. And by starting that process earlier, you'll be able to make that decision in a calm sense, as opposed to rushing in with everyone else.
And you're equipped to bargain.
And you're equipped to bargain,
Makes sense.
Ben Spatafora is the National Director of Carcostcanada. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it.
Thank you.